guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany Jade here, and I am coming at you with an exciting pregnancy update. If you're new to this channel, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Brittany Jade. I am a mom of 2 babies, soon to be 3, well, not babies, 1 older child, 1 toddler, and soon to be my 3rd baby. I do lots of mommy content, clean with me videos, organization videos, day in the life vlogs, mom type content, and as of right now I am focusing a lot of my time on these pregnancy updates. So I hope that you'll stick around and enjoy this video and consider subscribing, and if you are already subscribed, welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for supporting this video. We have grown so much on this channel and I am so excited and so grateful that all of you guys have continued to support me. So if you are interested in seeing this pregnancy update along with my birthing plan as of right now, then please keep on watching. Really quick guys, I am doing my first ever collaboration today with my friend Raquel, and her channel name is the Phillips Fam Baby Journey. She's going to be giving you guys her birthing plan over on her channel today along with her 20-week pregnancy update. She is super sweet and funny, and her husband are so adorable, so make sure that you click on the link that I have down in the description box after you're done watching this video to support her channel. Hey guys, welcome back. So today I really wanted to talk to you guys about my birthing plan. That is one of the main reasons why I wanted to record this video today, but I also wanted to give you guys a brief pregnancy update. So as of today, I am 12 weeks pregnant. I want to go over my week 11 with you guys. The baby is as big as a plum, and the baby is 2.5 inches and a whole half an ounce, which is awesome. The baby has completely doubled in size right now at this point. And some of my symptoms that I'm experiencing this past week have been frequent urination. That has not eased up, and I'm officially going to the bathroom now at least once during the night. Usually between 3 and 5 a.m. I have to wake up and go to the bathroom. And this is like the earliest I feel like this happened. With my other 2 pregnancies, that didn't really happen until I was well into my 2nd trimester on my way to the 3rd trimester, but maybe I was just lucky, I don't know. I'm also experiencing the same fatigue. My husband and I did just move into a new house, and we are still trying to get everything unpacked and get our lives together, but it still feels like we're living out of a box, and we've got like furniture coming in, and it's just craziness, and I work full time, so I have been like extremely tired, like taking naps on my lunch break at work and feeling super tired as soon as my daughter goes to sleep. Like it was even a struggle to record this video today, not gonna lie, so that's why I look like this. But nonetheless, really tired as to be expected. I'm still dealing with a lot of bloating and gas. Sorry for the TMI, but this is a pregnancy video update, so I'm going to be very personal and just like put it all out there for you guys, because I want you mamas to know like what to expect, or if you're experiencing this, that you're not alone. So I am experiencing a lot of bloating and gas symptoms still, and a lot of like constipation, and I mean my digestive system has just been like so messed up this past week especially. I thought I was kind of like over it for a little bit, but it's definitely back and with a vengeance, and it sucks. And with that, I still do have a little bit of nausea, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not, but with my last 2 pregnancies, I did not have like this morning sickness. And this time around, the morning sickness has been insane. I mean, like I have had morning sickness all throughout the day, middle of the day, before I go to bed, in the middle of the night. It has literally been insane, the amount of morning sickness that I've had this time around. And I thought for sure that by now it would be easing up. But it looks like it's here to stay with me, and so I am just trying to ride this wave out, because I know that the end reward is going to be a beautiful little healthy baby, and I know that morning sickness is indicative of a healthy pregnancy. So it's unfamiliar territory for me because I have not experienced it before, but I am riding those waves, like I said, and getting through it. But it is easing up just a little bit because I've noticed an increase in appetite. I'm definitely able to eat a lot more now, and when we'll get into the cravings, I've been craving like a lot of salty and sweet food, so I always crave chocolate and ice cream and cookies and anything sweet. But I've also been craving like a lot of like chips and guacamole, or like Mexican food, chicken nuggets. I know I'm 5 years old, I love chicken nuggets. I've been craving a lot of the bad foods, but I've really been trying to be healthy. I've been craving a lot of oatmeal in the morning, so I've been having a lot of oatmeal for breakfast, and I try and make it healthy by using steel cut oats, and also by adding flaxseed and hemp seed and chia seed, and just trying to like bulk it up with the nutrition. So if you guys have any suggestion on how to like bulk up the bad foods with any sort of nutrition, definitely let me know in the comments down below what you're eating and how you are managing to monitor your food cravings, because right now I feel like I'm failing miserably at that. The next thing that I am dealing with is occasional headaches. I have noticed that I've been waking up a few days in this past week with like these raging headaches, and I have to drink a ton of water, and I'm not really that good at drinking water right now. It kind of makes me a little queasy, which is really weird because I love ice water, but for some reason I just cannot drink it plain. So I've been really adding a lot of the Crystal Light mixes and the Mio drops to try and like encourage me to drink more water. And it definitely has to be like ice cold. Like absolutely no way I can drink any other type of water unless it's ice cold. And so I've been trying to do that, but I have been having a lot of headaches, and I'm not sure if it's just because of dehydration or what, but that is something that I've been experiencing. The last thing that goes with this update that I've been experiencing really badly this week, I have been having really bad pregnancy-induced carpal tunnel. Now I've had this with both of my other pregnancies as well. It typically didn't start until I was well into the second trimester, nearing into the third trimester. I always figured that this was because of my weight. I've always been an overweight person, considered obese on the BMI scale. And so I figured that a lot of the numbness and going to sleep in my arms and then not feeling my hands at night had to do with the cutting off of the circulation because I was so big and so pregnant. But this time around, I'm like 100 pounds lighter, and for some reason, the pregnancy-induced carpal tunnel has hit me, and it has hit me hard, and it's hit me sooner than any of my other pregnancies. And literally what that means for me is that every night I go to sleep and I wake up every couple of hours and both of my arms are completely dead and asleep and numb, and I can't feel anything. It wakes me up. I have to get up and like shake my arms out because they're tingling, you know, to get the feeling back. And I have to try and figure out a way to keep my arms straight. So I have been thinking about getting like maybe wrist braces or something like that. I'm definitely gonna talk to my midwife when I have my first appointment, but that is something that I'm experiencing. I'm already aware of what it is. I already know what it is because I've had it with both pregnancies, but if you have ever experienced this before, please let me know down in the comments what you did to combat that, because that would be really helpful. So that's it for the pregnancy update, guys. Sorry to keep you guys for so long on that, but I did want to tell you what was going on. So now we're gonna get into the fun part, and this is going to be my birthing plan, which I am super excited to talk to you guys about. I'm only 12 weeks along, but this is my third baby, and I have definitely thought long and hard about what I want for this pregnancy. So I am definitely going to do things a lot differently with this pregnancy in comparison to my other, and I think that having a birthing plan and preparing it early or starting to think about it early is really, really important, and it's just vital to like making sure that you've thought clearly about what type of birthing experience you want to have. And so this time around, with this being my third pregnancy, I am really interested in having a birthing experience that is unlike anything I've ever had before. Before I get into what my birthing plan is for myself, I just want to say that I totally do not judge any moms out there that have any type of birthing plan. If you're somebody that decided to go unmedicated, natural, if you're somebody that wanted to have the epidural or any kind of pain medication, if you're somebody that ended up having to have a C-section or chose to have a cesarean, like, I think that the most important thing as far as pregnancy and labor and delivery goes is that you take care of yourself first, and the end goal is to have a healthy, happy baby, and I think that that is the most important. So absolutely no judgment on any birthing plan or any birthing technique that you choose. This is just what I'm choosing for myself. So in the past, I've had 2 medicated hospital births. With both my kids, I did have the epidural. With my son, I was 21 years old when I gave birth to him, and I was in labor for approximately 6 hours. I pushed for 15 minutes, and I did get the epidural about 3 hours into labor, so I was able to like sleep and I mean, you know, take a little cat nap for like the remaining 2.5 hours that I was in labor with him, and I pushed, and it was super easy. I didn't feel a thing. There was no pain. I loved it. Then when I had my daughter 2 years ago, my labor went extremely fast. I labored at home for probably like an hour, hour and a half. We got to the hospital at 10:30, and I gave birth to my daughter just before noon. So labor went very, very fast this time. It was about 3.5 to 4 hours, and I pushed 3 times. 3 or 4 times. It was like under 5 to 10 minutes that I pushed, and she was out. I did opt to have the epidural as well with with her pregnancy, and I got it like right as soon as we got to the hospital after I got the IV and everything all hooked up to me, and I got the epidural. But the anesthesiologist did not do a very good job with the epidural, or it didn't hit me properly. And again, I was really large, so I attribute it to just like, you know, the anesthesiologist having a hard time hitting that proper spot in my back to fully numb me, but for some reason it didn't work. It didn't take that well as it did with my son years previously. So I did still experience a lot of pain, and that was kind of a traumatic birth just because my daughter came out with her hand like this instead of in the proper birthing position. And I feel in my heart of hearts that a lot of the birthing experience I had with my daughter was due to the fact that I did get the epidural. The epidural relaxed my whole body, and I can only assume that it relaxes my kid's body as well. Both times the babies pooped in the sack or had meconium, and they had to be whisked away right away, so I didn't have time to do like any delayed cord clamping or anything like that. And they were whisked away to get the meconium sucked out and, you know, make sure that they were okay. And it was a hospital birth, so, you know, doctors and the medical staff kind of just took over, and I did not have like a birthing plan in place. I just kind of had like an idea of what I wanted. So that's why this time around I really wanted to be sure that I have the birthing experience that I want to have, so I know that I did everything in my power to ensure the proper like mother-baby bonding that I feel that I need and that I want this time around. So the first thing that I want to talk about is to choose your birthing atmosphere or your birthing environment. And for me, I've decided to go the non-traditional hospital route, go with a birthing clinic, and to actually take the home birth option. Now they offer a few options. I can either go and birth at the birthing clinic, or I can birth at home. My midwife was very upfront with me, and she said that there is absolutely no difference between giving birth at the birthing clinic and having the birth at home. And we just bought our house, and I feel very comfortable here, and I feel like if there's no difference, then I would rather be at home in my own environment, comfortable with my midwives. I get 2 midwives, and then I'm also going to hire a doula as birthing support, and that's basically all doulas do, is they provide birthing support and placenta encapsulation if that's something you're interested in, and I'll talk more about that later. But I'm definitely going to shoot this time for a home birth and make sure that everything is in preparation for that. We are going to be renting a birthing tub to put downstairs in our living room, and I am going to be taking different courses and reading different books about hypnobirthing or hypnobabies. YouTube that, Google it if you're interested in knowing more about that, and I'm sure I'll be making more videos about this later as I dive more into my plan and get more specific on what I want to do and what I'll be studying. But I'm definitely preparing my body right now to have a natural birth, and to focus more on like different breathing techniques and pain reducing techniques. I definitely feel that because I've had 2 really short labors and really short pushing times, that to have a natural labor this time with my 3rd baby, as you know, each baby gets easier, I feel like I could definitely do it. And I feel in my heart of hearts that, you know, this is what our bodies were made for as women, was to give birth. And so I'm really excited to try this out, really, really excited. And I will definitely keep you guys updated as I select my doula and all of the different options that I want to add in with that plan. But having a birthing environment is so important. I'm really going to shoot for a very calm and serene environment this time around. The hospital lights are really bright, and I really want to have like a dim like serene environment this time around. So I'm going to have a lot of soothing music. I'm definitely gonna create a playlist this time around. I always said I was gonna do that in the past and I never did, but music really touches me and it calms me. And I love listening to like different worship music and calming music like that. So I'm definitely going to create a playlist and make sure that the lights are dimmed or that I have a really quiet environment. And I think that if that's something you're interested in, just make sure that you have it in your birthing plan so that the staff knows to honor like your request for quiet time or dimmed lights and not too much talking, not too much commotion. I feel like that would just really help you to manage your pain. So as far as instruments go, if something you're interested in, I know that when you get to the hospital, usually they like to continually monitor the baby or like blood pressure cuffs. And I'm just going to make sure that I let my midwives know that I don't want like continual blood pressure checks, to just take it off in between the checks so that I'm like free to move around. I'm free to get into different positions. I'm free to get in and out of the birthing pool as I want and just kind of like roam around and do whatever I please, whatever I feel is comfortable. I'm really interested in letting my body take control of this birthing experience and to tell me what to do. With all the research that I've done this far, is that giving birth is kind of like a primal instinct, and your body really does tell you what you should do next or what's gonna work. And I'll have my doula and my midwife there to kind of give me different pain relieving techniques, and I'll have my family there. I'm going to have my mother-in-law and my mom there. Hopefully it works out like that. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do as far as my toddler being home right now at this moment, so we're still thinking that through. But I know that I wanted a lot of support there as far as family goes, and a lot of birthing support. As far as like after birth goes, this is extremely important to me, is to have delayed cord clamping this time, and I really don't want the cord clamped until the cord stops pulsating. I want all of the blood and oxygen as much as possible to go to the baby before the cord gets clamped. And I actually want immediate skin to skin. I don't want any delay. Like I don't want the baby taken away. I don't want all the vernix, which is like the extra like slimy stuff that the baby comes out on. I don't want that wiped away right away. Like I kind of want that to absorb into the skin, and then healthy stuff for the baby. And I really want to make sure that I just get that really raw, like natural, intentional skin to skin time with the baby as soon as they're born. So that is something I'm really gonna push for this time. I've already talked with my midwife about the possibility of meconium happening again, and they said that they are able to suction that out without ripping the baby away and cutting the cord. I want my partner to cut the cord, and I just want to make sure that I am delaying that process as long as possible. I want it to be as natural, as like uninterventioned as possible. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's it, you guys. As of right now, I don't have like a super written plan. I just have like bullet checkpoints of things that I want to happen and things that I don't want to happen. But I'm gonna focus more on the positives of things that I want, because I believe in manifestation. And if you focus on the things that you don't want, like I don't want it to be painful, I don't want to have all this medical intervention, or I don't want to feel pain, I think that's what you'll focus on. And so I definitely feel that with your birthing plan, you want to make sure that you focus on the things that you do want, and you want to focus on that. I've been studying a lot about the physiology of pain and labor, and I've actually gone through 2 labors, so I know that it's painful. But there are studies that talk about the physiological effects of pain and how a lot of it is mental. And so I'm really, really interested in, you know, getting more in touch with my serenity and with my sense of calm, and you know, with the crashing waves of pain, to try and manage as best as possible. I believe in prayer and meditation, and so I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of that in preparation to give birth. And I feel like because I'm 12 weeks now, I have so much time to prepare myself, along with like, you know, taking all of the extra exercises that I need to do to prepare myself for birth, eating a healthy diet, drinking a lot of water, getting a lot of walks in. These are all things that I plan to do to prepare for my dream birth, essentially. And so I definitely recommend that you guys all start thinking about your birthing plan or things that you want. And if, like I said it before, if you're somebody that wants the epidural, if you're somebody that has to have a C-section, I mean, definitely like do whatever you want to do. It's your birth plan. And I feel like the most important thing is just making sure that mom is healthy, that baby is healthy, and the ultimate goal is to just have that little blessing from heaven in your arms. And I don't care how that blessing gets here, as long as it gets here. So that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down in the comments if you guys have already decided on your birthing plan, or if you're interested in any of the birthing plan techniques that I have talked about in this video. Also, make sure that you go and check out my girl with coils video. I will have her link down below to this video. She is amazing, and I just love her and her husband. They are so funny, and I wish we could be friends in real life. So thanks you guys for checking out this video. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope that you guys would consider hitting the subscribe button, and make sure that you're following me on Instagram so that you could keep up with my day-to-day craziness and miniature pregnancy updates in between the weeks that I plan to do this. So thanks so much, guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, and week. Bye.